Soccer League. The winner gets that hardware that you see down front there, and they also get a trip to California to compete in the UPSL tournament that'll be going on out in Cali in the upcoming weeks. Top team in the table is the Colorado Rush. They come rolling in here 8-2-5, but they finish at the top of the table, the top seed, so they get to host this first ever Colorado Conference Championship against FC Boulder, who won last week and moved through here to the championship game. Starting lineups coming here. Let's listen to our public address announcer, Joe Webb, here from Shea Stadium.
Number 17, Andrew Bridge. Number 2, Joe Webb. Number 3, Luis Guerrero. Number 27, John Ingham. Number 23, Michael Turloff. Number 6, Bill Graham. Number 19, Ben Parsons. And rounding out your starters for FC Boulder, wearing number 7, Kevin Schulte. FC Boulder is coached and managed by Don Harmon. Okay, please put your hands together and get ready out to the home team, the Colorado Rush.
The kickoff is coming next here from Shea Stadium. Here on Street. The cuff off to the side for safekeeping here. That is the Ed Ides Cup, the inaugural championship in the Colorado Conference of the UPSL. And special treats. Ed's widow is here. Ramona Ide is watching and cheering on to see some good soccer, which we have seen here in the playoffs and toward the end of the season for both teams. They finished in the top 4 to get into the playoffs. FC Boulder winning last week, moving here to the championship, and the Colorado Rush winning last week 1-0. Ben Guido with the goal on a Sunday evening here. That's all it took. Came in the 18th, and then good defense for the Colorado Rush. And the team at the top of the table gets to host in the playoff. There's that cup, the Ed-eyed cup. And the medals that go along with it, but a little bit of what soccer's about. If you know soccer, it's about gathering hardware. Many as you can during the season. That'd be a nice bit of hardware for either team to have here. Got a number of sponsors, and we certainly appreciate it. You'll hear them throughout the broadcast as we get set for the kickoff here. The Rush will be in their blue kits. FC Boulder playing on the road. White kits, black soccer shorts here, and there's the names for you from FC Boulder. TJ Conran will be between the posts here. And the way the Rush have been playing, they're going to be peppering him, that's for sure. Here's the Rush roster, and in that lineup, a lot of firepower. It includes Colin Clark, Nick Hartman, the team captain. Andrew White is out there. Jacob Icolari into the starting lineup here. He came off the bench in the semifinal game, but Icolari is really fast. Not a lot of experience, so to speak, gaining it as he goes. What was pivotal in their final game of the season, adding that speed and adding a goal as well to help the Rush finish at the top of the table and have the opportunity here to host the Colorado Conference Championship. There's a look at the FC Boulder club, and again, good season for them. 9-4-2. One of the few teams that we have not seen here in the Premier League, certainly here on Stream It Sports anyway. Rush will be in their home blues. The white numbers go left to right in front of us. FC Boulder going right to left in front of us. Tell you a little something about what this Pro Development League is all about. Joe Webb, who, of course, owner, coach for Colorado Rush, he was also our public address announcer here tonight. That's jack of all trades, man, and he just handed me the rest of the roster here for FC Boulder, so we are just about set to go. I want to remind you, as always, you can be a part of these games. Join Colorado Rush as a broadcast sponsor. Your sponsorship provides viewership to thousands of soccer fans and gives the players the spotlight they deserve. You can contact Joe Webb, of course. Details at 720-341-8855 or contact J Webb with 2 B's at coloradorush.com. And away we go. Rush will start with the ball here on the pitch. Again, it is AstroTurf, the updated AstroTurf. Got a little bounce to it, a little bit of spring to it. That ball will move along there. You can skid it a little bit. You put enough onto it here. And beautiful weather at this point. Header on and a goal in the first minute. Are you kidding me? A beautiful cross from the far side, and the Rush take the lead in the championship game. How about that? Good right-footed cross and the header in. Andrew Mejia puts it away with the header, and a beautiful cross on the far side. I think that was Williscroft that was on the far side over there. It comes in the first minute. Hey, when it comes to basketball, a tip and you got the alley-oop all set in the play. You don't do that in soccer. That doesn't happen in soccer, but it happened here. Wow. Now, when the goal came last week in the semifinals for the Rush in the 18th minute, Colin Clark went back along the back end defensively, and it played out for the Rush. Now, Clark's going to stay in the midfield for now because they had one push forward, and that was it. You're not going to put him back along that back line quite yet. How about that? That's the earliest goal that I've ever seen that I've called. And I've called a few soccer matches. That was something. So Andrew Mejia with the goal in the first. And again, both these teams pretty good about possessing the ball. And the opportunities come, and that was really something. Mejia run right down the middle of the field, the cross perfect. And there was nothing that TJ Conran could do. Battle in the midfield, you'd imagine there'd be a little bit of that. Chipped forward, still a battle. Guido working there against Ben Parsons for FC Boulder. Hustle to the far side. Schulte will get to it. Kevin Schulte there. Keep an eye out there. Alex Dickerson, number 22. Not a lot of touches for him yet. Was a UPSL National Player of the Week in Week 13. Boy, if you missed it, the first 40 seconds of a match. Cross and a header, and just like that, the Rush with a 1-goal lead here. Up until that point, it's been it's been a battle in the midfield, essentially, between these two clubs. FC Boulder keeping with the possession here. Trying to settle that through. This one deflected out. It'll be a throw-in. Actually, no deflection there. It'll be a throw-in for the Rush on the far side. It's just a miss-hit. FC Boulder knows what the thought was there on that throw-in, and that was to throw it back. The ball gets back there anyway. And there's Colin Clark now. Trying to see what FC Boulder and how they'd react if he hustled to this near side here. He got an idea. The veteran will put that into the vault, pull it out a little bit later on. Dickerson is along that back line. Just had the touch there. Parsons now to the far side. Very deliberate, looking for an opening here. Dickerson will push it to the far side for FC Boulder. You see a little opening here, able to get by. Now the numbers start to swell forward. Schulte over on the far side, the battle there. Into the 18 it comes, Colin Clark. And we're going back the other way. There'll be a foul there, a little clutching and grabbing on Parsons. So, and a quick restart for the Rush, which is their MO, certainly. See a little bit of what the attack is for FC Boulder against the Rush, and that is to make the Rush not be able to push the ball back and settle in. They are really trying to put some pressure on, but in the meantime, a lot of real estate down the far side. To the end line, over the boundary line it'll go, and that'll be a throw-in opportunity for the Rush. Andrew White made a nice run down that far side. First time the Rush have been down to that end since the goal that came in the first minute. Guido, the quick throw in to the box. Still there, just for the moment. Chip over the top. Clark, a little back heel that time. Mejia fighting for it there. Still feels like a 50-50 ball until it goes to the far side, and now FC Boulder will settle down. Schulte sends it back to Conran. 8th minute, 45-minute halves here. And again, I throw this out. We did not get there in the semifinals, but this is a winner-take-all. So if we are tied at the end of regulation, there will be 2 15-minute halves of overtime. If we're tied after that, and again, there is no sudden victory, then it turns into a PK situation. Bounding ball, and off his line is Shaler Thomas, who has been solid, a clean sheet in the semifinals, and is able to scoop that cross up. A bit of a breeze blowing here, just enough to lift the flag off the flagpole for a little bit. With the breeze enough to cool things down. Clark was ready to make a run, just could not get it done. Forward it comes for FC Boulder. Well played on the far side defensively. That's Wellen with the play. Mark Wellen, solid along that back line, that left back position. 82 degrees at kickoff here. Better than the sweltering 90 plus I believe we had last weekend. As I mentioned, a little bit of a breeze. Felt like a little bit of rain maybe down here. Clouds over. We're going to get a little bit of the sunshine to come in here shortly. It's Andrew French. French will give that up. Dickerson sends it forward. And a miscommunication and turned over. And nearly handed right back. Andrew White has it. Clark's going to get it back here. Going to try to work his way through. Instead, Parsons will intercept. Kwame Antwi, the number 10 out there, as we works his way through. Colton Lamb will give it back to Dickerson, and FC Boulder very deliberate again, trailing 1-0. And a single shot on goal got by TJ Conran. A header by Andrew Mejia in the first minute. Nice run here. And we're going back the other way. Like a bull in a china shop there that time, and the official let it go for just a little bit, but you watch. Good spot defensively. That's Ryan Wilson, and Wilson just gets run over. It's a pretty easy whistle blow. Hartman kicks ahead, a little flick on there. That makes for a little bit of trouble. Chipped through, but only FC Boulder players back along the backside. Been an exciting first season. Both these clubs really integral in getting this Colorado Conference going in the UPSL. Fitting that here they are in the championship match. This will be a throw in here on the near side. By the way, FC Boulder, you can get all the latest news updates. Follow them on Twitter at FC_UPSL, or you can visit their website at fcboulder.com/UPSL. Here comes the sun. You can see the reflection off of the AstroTurf down there, so it's a little harder to see for you and for me. Guido plays it back. Mejia can't get the boot on it here, but the deflection goes right to a rush player, and Willis Croft loses it. Dickerson will give it back. Andrew French now. They're trying to go over the top a couple of times, not deep, just in the midfield. Lois Croft. Chipped ahead. Ikalari can't quite get up there. Boy, he almost did. Trying to flick that forward. Guido. Mejia got through Mejia. And it'll be a free kick opportunity. See if the Rush go with a quick restart here. Willis Croft will set it up here. See the long shadows. And the reflection here going to the top of the box and headed out. And a goal kick here for FC Boulder. You can visit rushprodevelopment.com for player profiles, the latest news, so much more at your headquarters for Colorado Rush UPSL action. Conrad will set it down and get ready to go here. I can see the other conferences are starting to get lined up, their championships being done. The UPSL National Tournament out in California in the coming weeks. And upended and a free kick opportunity. About 40 plus yards out, but not a bad spot. Luis Guerrero, I believe, tabbed with the foul. 15th minute here. The right foot in. Settled nicely by Dickerson there. It's a tough spot to get the ball on a drive like that. He did it like a pro. Antwi sends it forward. And how about that? On his horse, Alex Dickerson came flying up this left side here. Antwi, aggressive throw into the box here. It's swept away by the Rush. French with it now. French has it on the boot again. Antwi. Parsons send to the far side. FC Boulder got a little something going here. The cross top of the box. Still there. FC Boulder keep the pressure on. French working on the near side. Over the end line it goes. A goal kick. J.D. Michael. Nice job along that back line. Michael pushing that forward. There's a throw in on the far side for the Rush. Andrew Mejia with the goal in the first minute. That sun out. I'll heat things up a little bit for the players, but a 7:30 start Mountain Time, that works out okay. Here in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, south of the Denver metro area. Of course, we see the mountains off behind us. Turnover there. The opportunity coming in, a drive, and then a goal. No, it will be a goal kick. Taylor Thomas send it outside the box. Thomas still a little bit gimpy here. He's not going to see him boot a lot. Settled in. Ikalari wants to send it to the far side. White trying to get there and does. Guido working. Clark's got it up top now. Looking for Martinez. Martinez trying to keep it in and look for a deflection, did not get it. And for FC Boulder, boy, almost a quick restart. Conran then decided he'll set it up, tee it up, and get ready to root it away. Fans here, good crowd, by the way, for the Colorado Conference Championship, the battle for the Ed Ide Trophy. It's a good crowd. Looking into the sun here a little bit. Got about another 10 minutes before it gets down behind the mountains in the west. Along the boundary line, all the way across the boundary line. Nineteenth minute here, first half. Hardware and a trip to California to play in the UPSL tournament. And the club gets a little cash out of it if you win. If you lose, you get nothing. Sent back through FC Boulder. Top of the box, not for long. Well played by Ryan Wilson. Oh, a little pushing and shoving going on. Not a bad push in there. Colt Lamb working that right side with the clutching and grabbing. The official not going to let that go for long. And they have made that adjustment. They've got Colin Clark back along that back line now. So you've got Hartman and Clark along the back line, two savvy veterans. Bounding ball to that left side. White trying to make his way in. Sets up top and high it goes. Ikalari had a shot at it. Leaned back on it. Take a look at this. Boy, good job to just keep possession, and then Ikalari a one-timer, but lean back on it. Boy, a 2-goal lead would be huge here. Because the rush, and again, the only way that you pick out that the rush got to go, Nick Hartman will push forward into the midfield from time to time. Otherwise, Clark and Hartman just kind of work their way through. That just into the 18, scooped up by Conran. FC Boulder try to work their way back the other way. Kwame Antwi down the left side. He had one good run down that left side, but not able to put anything on goal. Sent out, and it'll be a throw-in opportunity for FC Boulder. ABA Insurance, Boulder's locally owned and operated independent insurance agency, serving Boulder since 1956. Go to insurewithaba.com, insurewithaba.com. Got to track down a soccer ball over there before they can actually throw it in, but that gives FC Boulder a chance to push some numbers forward. Dickerson is in the box. One of the taller players out there. Number 22. You keep an eye on him. He's in the box there. And this will actually be a free kick opportunity. One of the rush players, I believe Wilson, got his head on it. Chipped into the box, and over the end line it goes, and a goal kick coming here. Like what you see? We sure do. You could do more than watch the broadcast, be a part of it. Sponsor your business logo, commercials, live reads, all integrated right into the action. For details, call Joe Webb, 720-341-8855 or Joe Webb at coloradorush.com. Little collision there. Goes right to Shaler Thomas, though. Thomas rolls it out and just got over the boundary line on the far side to throw in for FC Boulder. Ikalari coming back to defend. Had the ball come right to his boots. Ikalari sends it through. Onside it comes, trying to settle that in. Rush keep pushing the numbers forward. Williscroft. to White. Clark's got it now. And the rush will back off a little bit here. Job by Wilson to settle that in. Now going to fire to the far post. Nobody making a run through, though. The defense for FC Boulder had stepped up. Conran, good punt out of there, but it comes right back to the midfield. Going to turn out to be a pretty nice night here. Through it comes Mejia. Trying to touch it through. Look out. Icolari's got it in some room. Fires it on, and a save by TJ Conran. Icolari's had a couple opportunities. Fired one high. This time he decided to send it along the turf, and Conran was ready for it. Clark down to White. Headed back. Oh, bobble there. Rush going to keep this one alive. Looking for keeper interference. Not going to get the call. Essentially, the official says play on. Conran descended here to the near side. FC Boulder playing from behind after the first 40 seconds of this one. But they have done a nice job possessing it. Wilson is there. They'll take a shot every once in a while. But again, they've done a nice job trying to possess and work. Parsons now. Still on the boot. Antwi, on the left side he comes. A little give and go, trying to work his way through the drive, and the save by Thomas. That one was going to go wide. Thomas wasn't going to let it get any farther. John Ingram got his boot on it. Going to try to stick it inside that far post. We have a great angle from it here in the press box. That would have gone wide, but Thomas was not going to let that go by him, just to be safe. He had come off his line and it cut that angle down pretty good. But that was a full extension to get to it. Turned over. Opportunity for FC Boulder just for the moment. Can't work their way through all the blue. Galari was making a run. Wilson thought about sending one down, and now we'll just keep possession here. Back to Thomas. Trying to get that to Clark. Nothing there. Dickerson has it now. Andrew French. And again, this is the possession we talk about for FC Boulder. They've done a nice job of just looking for a little crack in the armor that may be there, and so far, the Rush have not shown it. Touch through. Ball bounding around like a pinball there for a moment. A push from behind by Colt Lamb, and that'll draw a foul. Mejia goes to the turf, and a free kick coming from the midfield stripe. Is it going to be a quick restart? We'll see. Yep. Willis Kropp sends it right back. Clark with it. Chipped forward. White there. Sends back to the top of the box. Icolari hustles his way through. Still got it. Clark tried to fire it through there, and a save by Conran. Colin Clark got his way, kind of worked his way through into the 18, nearly to the goal box there, and had a shot, but boy, a lot of legs and bodies in the way. He tried to send it through along the ground. Conran ends up making the save. Rush have had, I could count it on one hand, the opportunities they've had. Of course, the header by Andrew Mejia in the first minute produced a goal. Outside of that, Icolari's had 2 opportunities. Whistled one over the top of the crossbar and then tried to send one along the turf, and Conran was up to the save, and it was Colin Clark there, but a lot of people in the way, tried to just power his way through there along the ground, and it deflected out. Conran was able to get on top of it. In the meantime, Shaler Thomas, a full extension save essentially, but that's been about it. And that one wasn't even on goal, but he didn't know that. Schulte, well, he's going to send it back. Dickerson, finds Antwi. We'll push it a shove just for a little bit. Number 23, Michael Jordahl. Forgive me if I say Jordan a few times. There it is, a D-A-H-L at the end of Jordahl. Clark there, grabs possession. That's what your midfielder is able to do. Former Rapid. Boy, it's huge having him out there. Spent a little time with the Galaxy. Well, he was with the Rapids from 06 to 10. Cap with the U.S. national team. Spent a little time with the Dynamo. Was in LA for a short period of time. Half hour into the match. Bounding ball onside. That's White trying to make his way through. Instead, a late whistle, but it'll be a foul and a free kick opportunity. The official tracking behind. Watch how this finishes. White settles it. Defender faster to get there, and then White goes down, takes a swipe at it, knocks over the defender. So free kick and a quick restart. Here comes FC Boulder. Schulte will send over the top. Flicked in the air and right up at the top of the box. Shaler Thomas will scoop it up. Rush satisfied to be patient here. But again, Jordahl kind of pushes forward from that striker's position. Willis Croft trying to work his way through. Instead, has the ball taken away from behind here. Harman Sports Group, your connection to the world's game, finding opportunities for players with the desire to play at a high level, place to live out their dream. HarmanSportsGroup.com. They send that through there. Nothing new. On Twee. comes French now. Jordan got the deflection and a throw in for FC Boulder. 33rd minute here of the Colorado Conference Championship in the UPSL. Playing for the Ed Ide Cup. It was safely moved off the field now. It is now on this side of the fence. Extra long shadow. As a matter of fact, some of the players are actually in the shadow of the mountain over there now, and the buildings that are to the west of us. Lights are on. They'll take effect here in a few minutes. White hustling his way down that far side. Waiting. I'm going to take that back. That's Gaino that worked over there. Gaino, the lone goal in the semifinals there, gets a deflection. And a throw in for FC Boulder on the far side. For the rush, I did see Ryan Fitzpatrick over there warming up. Fitzpatrick, a big part of what the rush was able to do during the regular season, but then injured in the second to last or last game of the regular season, I should say, and has not played since. But may be available tonight if need be. Good defender and can turn it around offensively when needed. Schulte has it for FC Boulder. French. And over the boundary line, I should say, it goes as Wilson sliding, getting his boot on it. It'll be a throw in for FC Boulder. So it'll be Ingram that will take the throw in. Battle there, Hartman, and then White has to come back to get it out of the 18. FC Boulder, an opportunity. Chip to the top of the box, chested over the end line, and a goal and a corner opportunity, the first of the game for either team. I believe Antwi over there on the corner opportunity. Right-footed kick here. It'll be an outswinger. Instead, it'll be sent to the top of the box. One-timer's not going to make it through. Not really a one-timer. He'd set it up for himself, but not the way they drew it out. Not realizing the rush was going to quickly get back into it. Mesa. Motorbikes making their way back through here. A lot of Harleys, I believe. Top of the box. Still a dangerous spot. Chip to the far side. Dickerson has it now for FC Boulder. 36th minute. Thomas has it. Over the boundary line. Throw in for the rush. There's Andrew Mejia that took the throw in. Mejia, the lone goal in the first minute. Pounding ball, top of the 18, not for long. Martinez will get to it. Martinez got ahead of steam here. To the midfield it comes. The push from behind. Official says play on. Sent to the far side. Quick run on and the ball set up. Clark's there. Maybe to send it to the far side off that bounce. Boy, that was just in an awkward spot. Instead of throw-in coming for FC Boulder. Talked about the setup here. The limitations of subs to 8 not 3. So could actually roll some guys through if you needed to, although best team on the field right now, I think, for both sides. Don't mess around much when it's a battle for a little bit of hardware here and a chance to keep your season going. Good quick run up that time by Parsons. Big collision there. And a couple of players falling to the turf for FC Boulder. Throw in for FC Boulder here on the near side. Official says nope, just a little collision. Not much else going on. Dickerson to send this one in here. And Guido gets back defensively now. Nicolari gets in the way. Chipped ahead, there's too much on it. No way Andrew White's going to get to that one. Well, the sun finally setting off in the west. Starting to lose all the blood in my right hand as I was holding it up, shielding my eyes. Bounding ball. Oof, big collision there. Boy, Jordahl went down hard. Hit the back of his head on the turf. Yeah, he's a little slow to get up, getting upended there. That was sometimes when you fall back. I know he's holding his leg down there. There it is. There's that finish, and hey, you didn't roll over. There's a little bit of a depression there, right outside of the gold line. We're playing, of course, the gold lines or the yellow lines. And so he couldn't roll backwards because he kind of fell into that depression. And it looked like he banged his head, but he's up, and I think he's more concerned about his leg than the back of his head. Parsons, line drive into the box here and hit it right back at Parsons. 40th minute here in the first half. Boy, Dickerson sent a screamer back toward Conran there. I mean, Conran was all over it, but there was quite a bit of pace on that one. Glad you're here. Stream It Sports. It's our 8th broadcast of the Colorado Rush, and we're proud to be able to broadcast FC Boulder as well. As a few more sponsors jumping on board. If you'd like to be a part of it, get a hold of Joe Webb. jwebb@coloradorush.com or call 720-341-8855. And that is Webb with 2 B's, by the way. Oh, dangerous challenge there. Yeah, that's a yellow card. And that's Williscroft that is still down. Watch the challenge here. Williscroft will have it, making his way forward, and that's just sticking your leg around and upending somebody. That's not going for the ball. That's impeding the defender. And the official says, we'll have none of that. And an FC Boulder player booked. He's got to turn around. I didn't catch his number. Free kick opportunity right for the midfield stripe here. Chipped into the box. Dickerson will send it back out. Jordahl with it on his boots. Not for, and a whistle. And a free kick opportunity. Jordahl's going to get a stern talking to. I don't think he's going to be booked on this one, but again, some very physical challenges. Oh, that was Kwame Antwi that was booked there. Playing on the right side. Offside here at Kalari. Got a head start. So in the 42nd minute, a free kick opportunity for FC Boulder. So Antwi was booked for FC Boulder. You saw it. Jordahl, another very physical challenge, called for a foul, but no booking. Here comes FC Boulder. Got a little bit of real estate. Lefty. Stopped by Shaler Thomas. Fine drive by John Ingram there. Got a little bit of opening, but Thomas was on him. That is not a bad challenge, though, by Ingram. Saw the opening. And again, used a little bit of speed to get to the side of a defender. Willis-Croft trying to work his way through and will win the ball. Tried to touch that ahead, but Schulte got in the way of it. This will be a throw-in here for FC Boulder. Well, a goal and an injury. I would imagine at least 2 minutes of extra time coming here as we're into the 44th minute right now. Boy, critical. FC Boulder get an equalizer here at just before intermission. You change the face of the game. With the rush, you hold on to that 1-goal lead. That's a big deal. Scored in the first minute. Play even the rest of the way. You're still up by a goal here. And you can discuss strategy at intermission while you get a blow. Thomas took a little time off. The drop kick ahead. Icolari. Clark will send it to the far side. It's Wellen who stepped up on that far side, I believe, over there. Or is it Guido? Now Mejia's got it. Clark now will give and go. Too heavy a touch there, but right behind is... Oh, and right at the 45. No extra time. The official says, we're good. We played the 45. I've not seen that before. With a goal and an injury, and there was no extra time. And again, official time is kept on the field, so he may have had a little more time ticked off than what was going on the clock here. And so the officials come together and a little handshakes around, and we'll head into intermission. Before we do that, let's take a look at our first half highlights. And this one came about 40 seconds in. Watch the beautiful cross here. And Mejia sticks the head in and knocks it in on the near side post. Conran with a good effort could not get to it from where he started on his line. Rush had another opportunity here as Icolari pushes his way through. Tries the worm burner, but Conran is up to it, and then Conran admonishing his team. FC Boulder. Oh, the opportunity here. The lone shot on goal and a save by Shaler Thomas on the drive by Ingram. There's your highlights. The storyline in the first half. A goal in the first minute by Andrew Mejia, and we sit with a 1-0 lead for the Colorado Rush. The top seed hosting the championship up on FC Boulder. Second half is next here on Stream It Sports. Shea Stadium about ready for the second half here. Coming out of intermission, a 1-0 lead for the Colorado Rush. Playing for the Ed Ide Cup. Had a long time fixture within the soccer community here in Colorado. And again, did so much. And fitting that the Pro Development League, crowning their champion, would get the hardware named after Ed Ide. And his widow, Ramona, is here watching. So it's been a well-played match. One booking. Antwi was booked for FC Boulder. And we should pay attention to the first few seconds of the second half. The Rush scored about 40 seconds in. I don't even think it was 40 seconds in. Certainly in the first minute of the match. A beautiful header by Andrew Mejia. And that's where we sit, 1-0. FC Boulder. And a deflection will roll right to Shaler Thomas there. As Phil Hofstetter has checked into the contest. He's up front there. Number 24 for FC Boulder. So some fresh legs out there. Trying to change things up a little bit. Our FC Boulder. See how the Rush come out here. We've seen Colin Clark, who is their holding midfielder, already slide back along that back line a little bit. A little more of a veteran presence back there along with Nick Hartman. Those two will kind of take their shots moving forward, but outside of that, those two will work along that back line. FC Boulder going left to right in front of us. It is the home pitch for the Colorado Rush here. They won the regular season title by tiebreaker. Hofstetter trying to work his way through. Colin Clark comes back and says, nope, I'll take that. He tries to send it forward, looking for Ikulare, but nothing there. This will be a throw-in for FC Boulder. Rush with 2 shots on goal. One of them went through in that first minute. FC Boulder 1 shot on goal. Shaler Thomas able to make the save. This will be a goal kick here. Sports Performance Center by FC Boulder. Soccer for life lives here. Home to the growing sport of football as well as independent or group training at their 20,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility established by FC Boulder, located in Lafayette. Check it out, sportsperformance.center. Ikulare's got it on his boot. Sent through, onside. Conrad diving to try to get to it, maybe not onside. There's a player down at the top of the 18 though. Maybe where that whistle has come from. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, and he might have rolled the ankle there as Ikulare was chasing after it. Conrad was there. And that's Williscroft. He's up, he's okay. Colin Clark, though, is teeing it up here for a free kick opportunity at the top of the 18. How big a goal would this be if it happened? Rush could settle back a little bit. We'll see them tighten up in the midfield, but again, FC Boulder, after that first goal went through, have been solid defensively. Clark, a little deke. Here it comes, the drive, and it's headed out. Conrad went diving toward it, ended up taking out Ikulare, but the ball never made it through. Clark got a pretty clean shot on there. A defender along that back line, though, was able to get his boot on it. Whew. Found a little hole in that wall. Aggressive throw into the top of the 18, but there was nobody there. And onside. Pulls it back to the right foot. A drive, and it'll go wide. Oh, what an opportunity. Phil Hofstetter. What a great run, and he's already sparked things a little bit here for FC Boulder. Quicker than you'd think, and was able to make his way through there. Hufstetter directing traffic, top of the 18 now. Parsons going to keep the ball on his boot. To the far side it goes. And Twee sends it in. Clark there to head it back out. And Hartman is going to try to send it up in the air. Instead, it goes into the 18. Big time pressure here. And offside. Yeah, Andrew White was offside. We saw that one from the get-go. And a quick restart for FC Boulder. White still pleading his case on the far side, but we called it from up here. Nifty move. Ingram. And he's taken off the ball. Nicolari sends it to the middle of the pitch. Guido wants to send it down, but with his momentum, got a touch out of it potentially. Let's see. Numbers pushing ahead. That's going to be a throw-in, though, for FC Boulder, I believe. And a throw-in for the Rush now, near the midfield. Wellen going to go forward with it. And Mejia gets upended, and it'll be a free kick from the midfield. 52nd minute of a 90-minute match. If there is a leader at full time, that'll be it. If we're tied, though, then it's going to be extra time. Off the pitch goes Ingram, who has the lone shot on goal. So some fresh legs. Hofstetter checking in at intermission. And our look at another offender, I would imagine, midfield player pushing forward. Yeah, that's Justin Barco. Number 13 out there. So Barco checking in for Ingram. So you've got Barco that has checked in. And you have Phil Hofstadter, I should say. Nicolari, looks like he's got pretty fresh legs out there right now for the Rush. Wellen, as happens in the second half, but turned over. See Wellen start to push forward a little bit more as opposed to Ryan Wilson. And Twee down the left side for FC Boulder. Top of the box, Hofstadter, the drive, that'll go over the box. And touched by Thomas, it'll be a corner opportunity. The first corner in the second half here for FC Boulder. We've had one in the first half. Hofstadter will take this one as he marches to the corner to track down the soccer ball. Colorado Rush will run two defenders on either side of the post, standing either side of Shaler Thomas. Hofstadter, right foot drive. Oh, line drive and a back heel, and in it goes. The equalizer for FC Boulder. A beautiful goal. Oh man, Colt Lamb with the goal. Found an opening, and in the 55th minute, we start all over. Well, that's a beautiful set from the corner by Hupstadter. Well, let's see how things change up here. To the rush and a drive. Oh, and over the top of the crossbar it goes. Icolari with a little daylight. Conran did all he could just to get up and save that one. That is a shot. It was curling. He got on top of that one. Had a couple of opportunities in the first half, could not connect. And for the Rush, it is their first corner opportunity of the match. After they scored that goal, it's not that they went back into a defensive shell. They had some opportunities. Well, the official saying, what's going on here? Colin Clark will take the corner. Can the Rush answer? Line driver doesn't get there. One-timer, and the save made by Conran. How about that? Martinez just pulled the trigger on that one. Free kick coming now. How about that? Conran saw that one the whole way. A little bit of pace with that one, but this one deflected out. Another throw in for the Rush. White's going to make his way down, and bounding ball. Hupstadter. Over the top it comes. Thomas will come off his line to get to it. Back it comes to Ryan Wilson. 58th minute. Tied at a goal apiece. Over the boundary line. A throw in now for FC Boulder. They have tried to put the foot down on the gas here a little bit. Chipped over the top. Clark gets to that one, gets pushed over. That'll be a free kick. Luis Guerrero hustling down, and Clark got pushed from behind, and down he goes. That's never a good sign when your veteran midfielder there is slow to get up. Deflection as it bounds through. Icolari will touch it. See if he can get behind Dickerson. Cannot. Well played defensively by FC Boulder. Andrew Mejia goal in the first. And in the 55th, Colt Lamb for FC Boulder with the equalizer. Hupstadter would chip it through to the far side. Thomas will get there first. A whistle and an offside anyway. Antwi was beyond that back line. Rush will go with a quick restart. An hour into the match here. Nothing decided. Guerrero. Hupstadter, off the chest it comes, and the Rush will have it. Willis Croft will try to work his magic from the midfield. Icolari now. Good possession so far as the Rush try to work on building ahead. Guido, chip and it'll go all the way through, and a goal kick coming. You could be a part of these games. Join the Colorado Rush as a broadcast sponsor, and your sponsorship provides viewership to thousands of soccer fans and gives these players the spotlight they deserve. Contact Joe Webb, 720-341-8855, or jwebb with 2 B's at coloradorush.com. Upstarter tries to keep sending it down the field. Antwi, the battle. And a late whistle, but it went over the boundary line. It'll be a throw-in for the Rush. And another sub for FC Boulder. Yeah, they are working them through here. Jack Mayfield will sub in here for FC Boulder. That's 3 new players for FC Boulder. Rush going to stay pretty pat with what they've got. Now again, we saw Fitzpatrick warming up. I don't know if he's quite game ready or not. I'm sure he'd like to play, but injured in the last game of the regular season. We haven't seen him since. This one over the boundary line. Throw in for FC Boulder. This is going to be an aggressive throw-in. Look at it. Look at him back up. Look at him make his way back through there. Justin Barco. Into the box it comes. Headed out by Wilson. Still in a dangerous spot. Rush trying to keep that going. Guerrero gets to it first. Chip to the near side and over the boundary line, and a throw-in for the Rush. Got to track down the soccer ball there. There we go. Flicked here to Andrew White. And a handball there. Well, let's see. Jumped up, got his hand on it there, and a yellow card. Yeah. It's a pretty easy one to make. Kevin Schulte, second booking against FC Boulder. Take a look here. Whoop. And the official had to track him down. Antwi booked in the 40th minute in that first half. And that was for a very physical challenge. And not a very good challenge at that. '64th minute, Welland with the throw-in. Clark, a little heavy with that touch, and over the top it will go. Wilson, the only one back there for the Colorado Rush here. Bounding ball. And another throw-in for the Rush. Equalizer for FC Boulder came in the 55th minute. Colt Lamb. Hofstadter on a corner. And that one's way out of bounds. Too much momentum going there. That's a tough one for Justin Barco. He had quite a bit of momentum. Was trying to get the cross there and couldn't settle in. Fans, get your Colorado Rush gear. You find hoodies, t-shirts, sports outerwear from the Rush online store. Visit rushprodevelopment.com. Click on the store tab. Your purchase will help support the Colorado Rush program. A little more wide open soccer here in the second half. Both teams have really challenged each other's defenses. Croft got to that one, sends to the far side. Wilson looking for a bit of real estate here. Gets pushed off the ball, but a throw in coming for the Rush. Rush being a little more aggressive now. They lost that 1-goal lead, so it's opened up the field a little bit for both sides. Ahia trying to work his way through here. Wellen will get to it. To Ikalari. Tries to send it back here to the near side to Guido, and kind of shanked off the foot there. Parsons. And Twee, and a quick whistle. That'll be a free kick opportunity and a quick restart for FC Boulder. Chip through, one hopper, and Thomas has got that one. Corral, Jack Mayfield. Nice thought. Bounding ball, that's going to go over the boundary line, and FC Boulder forcing a turnover here. Very aggressive, not only pushing the ball forward, but defensively on the rush. Guido has it on his boots. See if Ikalari can outrun him. No. And a whistle and a free kick coming from the top of the 18. Not going to be a card for that one. Ikalari says, I didn't do anything. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I guess we could replay it and look, but there's no intent there. And really, it's kind of like pass interference in American football. You know, the legs get tangled up. You go, oh, not much you can do about that. Throw in for the Rush here on the near side. 68th minute. We played a 90 here. And if we're still tied, we play 2 15-minute halves in overtime. And if we're still tied, and again, there is no sudden victory, golden goal, we go to penalty kicks. Bounding ball. Guido tried to get to it. And it rolls out, and this will be a corner opportunity. Guido, in the meantime, that was a boot up in the air, and I know what he's saying. Let's take a look here. As he gets up there, you know, the 2 feet both come together, and I think Guido got the worst of it there as Guerrero swung at it. And again, something happens there. If it goes against FC Boulder, that's a penalty kick. So Guido stayed down a little bit. Referee didn't agree, and now a corner opportunity for the Rush. Driver in there. Ikalari could not get up to it, and it'll go out and throw in for FC Boulder. Each team has had 2 corner opportunities. Rush have outshot FC Boulder with shots on goal, 4-2. Unofficially. Whoop, Hartman, little back heel, and suddenly Hofstadter played right off the ball very quickly. Thomas going to send this one down to the far side. And a throw-in opportunity for the Rush. Rush pushing the numbers down a little bit. Another throw-in for the Rush on the far side. 70th minute here. Each touch, each dribble, each push from behind becomes a little bigger each time. And here comes another yellow card. That one's handed out to Ben Parsons. Watch here as Clark kind of works his way through, and then a little push from behind, but the official, who was right on it, was very quick to reach for the card on that one. So what we couldn't see, the official was right on top of. Free kick opportunity from up top, about 40. And again, might have been some not so nice words, potentially. Chip to the far post. Rush trying to keep possession there. Chipped in, and a diving save by the keeper there, and TJ Conran. And when I say save on a cross like that, just get up there and get that ball. Don't let anybody get to it. Thomas, in the meantime, off his line, will scoop. Hartman to walk this forward. FC Boulder's done a pretty nice job of that midfield here. It's been tough for the Rush. They've really had to work hard to get it across the midfield. And that aggressive defense, even along the back line. Chipped forward, chipped ahead, and onside. And the back kick. Smart play by Guerrero. Back it comes to Conran. Conran's going to send this one forward here. Flicked on. Shaler Thomas read that one. He was standing off his line there. And a quick turnaround. Rush will try to counter here. Ikalari to try to get to it, and is upended just outside the box. He had a free run coming, and Dickerson got him from behind, and he is gone. Otherwise, Ikalari had a free run at the keeper. Watch here. A perfect set ahead. Ikalari able to beat Dickerson, and he is tripped up. He's calling for it himself. That'll be a free kick from the top of the 18, and FC Boulder will be playing a man down. And that man is Dickerson. That's center back position. He has been very solid back there. In week 13, Dickerson was the UPSL National Player of the Week. That's how solid he has been. Official setting up the wall here. I'm sure FC Boulder player is not happy with the call here. And is it Clark that will take it? Yep, he'll drive one, and a save by Conran one more time. And it'll go wide. Oh man, Mejia had a chance for the brace there. That would have been huge. Just went wide. Boy, that was a fantastic free kick from Clark. Curled that one. That would have been inside the far post, but a better save by TJ Conran. Wilson's going to send this down here. Andrew White, can he get to it? Guerrero got there first. Tries to send it through. Oh, White intercepts. Drive in on the ground. Conran will get down and save it. White was looking for Ikalari on the far post. Couldn't get any elevation to it. He tried to squeeze it through. And a free kick coming for the Rush at a quick restart. Clark slipped a little bit there and lost it. And then gets blasted, and here comes a yellow card. Jack Mayfield got blasted pretty good by Clark. That's what you call finishing the run. So the first rush player is booked here. Dickerson already set off on a red card. A free kick opportunity coming here for FC Boulder. We're in the 76th minute. So there have been a total of 4 yellow cards handed out and a red card. Now, 3 of those yellow cards have gone to FC Boulder, and the red card also FC Boulder. Colin Clark booked here in the 76th minute. And again, it's physical play, not a lot of dirty play. We'll say that. The one that Dickerson was sent off on, he essentially knocked Icolari over because he was going to have a free run at the keeper. Clark working his way through, out of the box he comes, and ahead to Guido. And the rush trying to counter here to Andrew White. Guido trying to work his way through. Take it off the ball for the moment, maybe not. The official making the call here, and it'll be a free kick for the rush. Christy Geis whistled for the foul, and the FC Boulder fans not happy with that. The cross in, looking for Icolari, too much on it. '78th minute. Each touch becomes a little bit more tense. Again, if we get to full time, we play 2 overtime halves of 15 minutes. No golden goal, no instant victory. You play the full 30. And if we're still tied after that, it goes to penalty kicks for the right to win the Ed Ides Cup and go to California and continue on with your season and compete in the UPSL tournament. Clark trying to switch fields. Mejia will send it to the far side. Martinez works his way down the right side and draws a throw in. Is it into the box? Martinez got a pretty good throw in here, still looking. Yep, he's going to step his way back, take a shot at it. Here it comes. Flick to the top of the box. Clark has it, tries to roll it in there. Icolari was there, but a nice save. And onside as the ball is sent through. Thomas off his line and will scoop. For a moment, FC Boulder fans get very excited there, but Justin Barco could not get to it before Thomas had it roll inside the 18, and he scooped it. Thomas has been very good between the posts. TJ Conran has also been very good. Conran with 4 saves here tonight. Ball chipped into the 18. Conran right on cue will grab it. Thomas has had to make 1 save. Had to make 2. Made 1, I should say. One he couldn't do much about. The back heel, they didn't even see it. 10 minutes left in the match, at least in regulation. There may be some extra time. The whistle blew at intermission about 3 seconds after the 45 went up on the clock. Now, time is kept on the field, but boy, that was a quick run. And we found out the amount of extra time that was added on was going to be less than a minute anyway. But, 3 seconds. A little conversation, the official talking with FC Boulder. And a point to the head, I think, is essentially, you got to be smart. I've already set one guy off. Challenging is one thing, but don't be dumb. Tracked down by defenders for FC Boulder, and that rolls over the boundary line. So a throw in coming again for the Rush in the 81st minute. And the Rush have tilted the field a little bit now. A little more pressure offensively in that third of the field. And that's Martinez. Again, going to throw it into the 6 here. Put it right at the top of the 6. Offside. A beautiful night here. Clouds were over. Start of the match, 83 degrees. It's cooled down nicely here. Feels almost like August. 76 degrees now, so a little bit of a cold front through. A one-timer, and that one never made it through. Wilson got right in the way of that one for the Rush. Nifty move, though. FC Boulder attacking again. And it's Wilson again that gets his foot to it. Up stunner, all the way back along the defensive line now. As they push Parsons ahead. And Gias, oh boy, that's a handball there. Yep, we're going back the other way. And again, right off the turf. You watch how it kind of, as it bounds off the turf, he's running along and whoop. There's Mejia. Seems like oh so long ago, Mejia put the first goal through for the match. That was in the very first minute. Now Colin Clark for the Rush. Sent to the left side. Clark's not going to be able to get to it, but it'll be a throw-in for the Rush. Equalizer came in the 55th minute by Colt Lamb. And this one swept to the side again, another throw-in for the Rush here on the near side. Boy, they have spent a lot of time in their offensive third now. Dino. Oh, miscommunication. And FC Boulder with the throw-in their own end. Throw-in for the Rush. 84th minute here. Well, do you expend all your energy and push for that goal in regulation here? It's Martinez on the far side, tries the cross. Did he get a deflection? Or was it a miss-hit? It was a miss-hit. And a goal kick coming. The Sports Performance Center for Boulder County and beyond, 20,000 square feet of state-of-the-art training facilities for youth and adult sports, focusing on fitness, personal training, and soccer. 3 indoor soccer fields with new turf, and regulation futsal field goals, that is, in a large strength conditioning area with equipment for individual and group training. "85 minutes into the match here, nothing decided yet. Got a red card as FC Boulder plays a man down. Alex Dickerson was sent off in the 73rd minute as he tripped up Ikalari, who had a pretty clean run at the goal. That's all he could do. But cost him the rest of the match, and it cost FC Boulder a man. So Colin Clark comes to Willis Crump. Willis Crump sends it in. The flick. Oh, and a save made by Conran. Ikalari with a beautiful flick. And another fantastic save by TJ Conran. Take a look at the set by Williscroft. Conran got to it and saved it with the one hand there. Five saves for Conran. Should FC Boulder come out on top, they got to make sure they thank him. Nick Hartman got pulled from behind here. That's a free kick coming for LaRush. Justin Barco, the offender there, complained, but to no avail. Thou dost protest. Guerrero heads it. Ikalari got a leg up, slowed it down. To Clark now. Clark just sent one in, header on, it'll go wide. Oh man, Is that Mejia going for the brace there? Nifty set, but again, a sharp angle there as he tried to put it inside the post here on the near side. 87th minute here of the match. The Colorado Conference Championship of the UPSL. The winner gets to continue on and play in the UPSL tournament out in California in the coming weeks. And will take home the Ed Ide Trophy for the first season of the Colorado Conference. Chipped over the top. Ikalari tries to settle it to himself and cannot. Oh, a drive, and it'll go high over the top. Rush had been close. This is the full court press by the Rush now. They are trying to win it in regular time. FC Boulder knows it too. '88th minute, and the goal kick coming. Man, oh man, Andrew White had the opportunity, just could not get on top of the ball there. Off of Clark's head, and Clark tried to send it forward here, and that's a yellow card. Handed out to Jack Mayfield as Williscroft got knocked over. Take a look at this. Nifty play. Williscroft comes from behind, and then a forearm in the back. May have caught him in the head here too. And he is still down in the field here. Williscroft, one of the, well, shall we say, smaller players out there. I mean, compared to Hupstad, who checked in the second half, I mean, he's almost half of him. Ikalari tries to cross it. Instead, the deflection over the boundary line to throw in for the Rush. The number of cards handed out, and again, that went to Mayfield. So a total of 5 yellow cards handed out to FC Boulder players, 1 to the Rush, a red card to Dickerson. He was sent off for FC Boulder. They're playing a man down here. Yeah, Mayfield's going to go off here. Checking in, let's see. That's Jack Heddle. Or Huddle, I believe it is. So Huddle checking in. 4 substitutes here in the second half, including one right at intermission for FC Boulder, going with fresh legs. Meantime, the Rush just kind of going with who they've got. And Wilson upended, a little 50-50 challenge, and the official says now. Williscroft being smashed into there, but again, Williscroft going for it, and he gets upended, and Christy Gaius not happy with that call. Free kick, Williscroft, line drive, and it comes right back at him, essentially. Gaius slowed down the attack a little bit. And Mejia with a push from behind. Mejia's going to get booked here. Whew, going to run out of paper. 91st minute. Andrew Mejia, who scored the goal in the first. And again, it was a push from behind, and it's the way the game has been called. It's, of course, you're going to get a yellow card. With a challenge like that, and the official trying to keep a handle of it, but cumulative, the yellow cards will be accumulated, but if you get a yellow card in the championship game, it doesn't tack onto it, depending on how many they have for the league season, I would imagine, but we don't have those numbers. Free kick opportunity for FC Boulder. I was answering Phil Mildren's question there. This one off the crossbar, and actually off of the football crossbar, not the football crossbar. So it's a dead ball and a goal kick. And full time. And we are headed to overtime. 2 15-minute halves for you. No golden goal or sudden victory. A total of 15 minutes for either side, playing in both directions. So let's settle in here and a quick timeout. We'll come back. Get set for the first overtime. Tied at 1 apiece. It is FC Boulder and the Colorado Rush for the Colorado Conference Championship on Stream It Sports. Overtime here from Shea Stadium, Highlands Ranch, Colorado. The Colorado Rush and FC Boulder. The winner gets to go to California, play in the UPSL tournament there, and gets to take home the Ed Ide Cup for the first time here in the Colorado Conference Pro Development League. These two teams and certainly the guys involved with Don Harmon, the president of Colorado Conference, Joe Webb, big part of this whole initiative, and the two teams that really broke away and said, let's have a real pro development league. And lo and behold, you've got 8 teams. Now you're working on a Champions Conference where you can be relegated if you're in the bottom part of the table and be promoted from that Champions Conference here to the top tier, these 8 teams. Very exciting program that's just begun, and we're trying to crown a champion here, but we're in overtime. 15-minute halves in the overtime. No golden goal. We'll play the full 30 here. Rush will go right to left. FC Boulder go left to right, and we'll switch ends after 15. And for the Rush, they have not substituted anyone. In the meantime, FC Boulder, 4 players in the second half substituted in, so fresh legs for FC Boulder, but the pressure by the Rush, particularly the final 15 minutes of that match, they were really putting it on, could not find an opening. FC Boulder playing very good defensively, and they are playing a man down. Alex Dickerson sent off on a red card If he had not taken down Icolari, this match would probably be over. Took him down just outside the box. Icolari had gotten a step on him, swept the leg essentially and took him down. Didn't injure him, but again, saved his keeper. And we're still tied, and FC Boulder has a chance to win it. Oh, it got through to Icolari for the moment. Could not get to it, though. FC Boulder now turning. Upstun. Will send it forward and sent out by Mejia. A throw-in opportunity. Nope, went over the line. Yep, it'll be FC Boulder. They have the throw-in. A goal on the first by Andrew Mejia. Seconds into the match. Colorado Rush had the lead, but in the 55th, Colt Lamb off of a beautiful corner by Hupstadter. And that's where we sit at one apiece. Tagaito trying to settle that in, can't do it. Herrero gets it instead. And turned over. There's Clark, who's pushed forward to the midfield once again. Looking for Icolari, not there. Sent ahead. Back kick, Thomas will get to it. Sent all the way through. Thomas off his line. Will grab it. 93 minutes in. The break will come at the 105 mark. And we'll switch sides. And there will be no break in between except to get the two sides to switch hands. Colin Clark. Deliberate with it, Wellen. Chipped over the top, headed to the top of the box, but nobody in a blue shirt there. Clark gets to it. That one deflected. Williscroft making his way down the left side into the box. Tries to split the defenders. Instead, it's played out. Geist sent it down, but Wellen is there. Clark working this left side. To Icolari. One-timer deflection, and Conrad will just scoop that one up. Went off the defender. Oh, boy. And Icolari actually pointing to the man that he struck with the drive. That was painful, and that's Hupstadter. Oh, boy, he got, that was off his face. Icolari got a little height on that one, and he was turning away, so he didn't get it full on, but that's enough to stun you a little bit, that's for sure. 95 minutes into the match, we're in the first overtime. Wilson. Oh, kicked right to a little spin move. Didn't happen. Andrew French with a nifty move, just didn't have the ball with him. Now Clark. And it catches the turf and bounds high into the air. Not much Martinez can do with that on the far side over there. Or is that White? It might be White working on the right side over there now. He's actually switched. His Clark's kind of pushed up on the left side, so I believe they've got Andrew White over there. Oh, they've got to track down a ball. There we go. Now we have one. Throw in for FC Boulder. Overtime. Colorado Conference Championship of the UPSL. Maybe one of the best matches we've seen all season long. And why not? The two best teams. It has been good soccer. And there have been a few yellow cards handed out. That's for sure. 4 yellow cards. Oh, Clark's got a little run here. Tries to work his way through, played off the ball. 4 FC Boulder players were right on him. This wasn't anywhere that Clark could go with it. Yeah, 4 yellows to FC Boulder, 2 to the Colorado Rush, and a red card to Alex Dickerson. He was sent off in the 73rd minute, so FC Boulder playing a man down here. Deflection, FC Boulder will keep control of it here. Jack Huddle, well, the last player subbed in by FC Boulder. They've subbed in 4 new players in the second half. No new subs here in overtime. In the 97th minute. We'll play to 105 and switch ends. And again, we will play the full 30 minutes. Clark will send it to the far side. Back to Mejia. Mejia one-timer, and Conrad's going to slide and save that one. He just scooped it up, didn't want a goal kick here. I'm pretty sure he knew where he was, and that ball just kept going. He had already committed to it, so went ahead and grabbed it. Wellen whistled for the foul, and a free kick opportunity from the midfield. A little push from behind there on Justin Marco. Hofstetter will go ahead and take the free kick here from the midfield. And he got an extra 2.5 yards out of it there. Chip to the far side, top of the box, headed out of trouble. White's got it now. Looking for Ikalari. A little deflection. Somehow White ends up with it anyway. Mejia now. And tripped up from behind and a free kick. Is it a quick restart? Yep. Right to Clark here on the near side, who's got a little bit of space. Mejia finds Ikalari and the through ball. There's nobody there. And a goal kick coming. Visit rushprodevelopment.com for player profiles, latest news, and so much more. It's your headquarters for Colorado Rush UPSL action. TJ Conran kind of taking his time over there. 5 saves for Conran. 100 minutes. In the Colorado Conference Championship here. Another 5 and then we switch ends. On the run. Barco sends to the far side. Up top, Parsons, well played, and a back kick to Thomas. Shaler Thomas. Wanted to send it to the far side. Nobody there. Andrew White was trying to make his way back, so throw-in opportunity for FC Boulder. One-timer, and that's well wide and over the top of everybody.
That's like Michael's shot in tennis when he has a wide open backcourt. He's made me run all the way out.
101 minutes into the match here. And again, not a lot of soccer played here past 100 minutes, so it goes back to 0 essentially, but there is no 100 up there. A little give and go. Willis Croft has the ball for the moment and played off of it. A little kick from behind there. Huddle just caught the back heel of Colin Clark. And another yellow. 5th yellow handed out to FC Boulder. Huddle in the 102nd minute here. Eight cards handed out, one a red. Alex Dickerson for FC Boulder, and they're playing a man down here. Well, this drop back to Welland. Welland's going to send it to the far side. Colin Clark's working the right side now into Andrew White, and the cross never made it through. And a throw in near the flag on the far side. And it'll be an aggressive throw in, I would imagine. Here it comes. Top of the 6 and headed out. Clark is there. Back to the far side. Into the box. Trying to work his way through. Nothing there. And this one sent to the rush bench, so a throw in right there. Nice play by Joe Webb over there. Settle that down. Keep the pressure on. 103rd minute. Welland, now Andrew White's on this side. Clark's on the other side. And he'll scoot it through to Clark on the far side. Up top it comes. One-timer. Mejia will send it wide and high. Couldn't quite get on top of that one. Conran was headed to that far post, though. A couple more minutes of this first half of this first overtime. Conran will send it. Clark able to steal that one. Guido. There's Welland. Oh, turned over, but a heavy touch, and Clark is there to help out. Mejia chips over the top. Bounding ball down the far side. Stays in the boundary line. And a throw-in opportunity coming here. Justin Barco wins the throw-in on the far side for FC Boulder. We're 105 minutes in here, so we'll be switching sides soon. Barco taking his time. Everybody's a little tired here. FC Boulder has subbed in 4 different players. Rusher going with their original 11. Throw into the box. Headed toward the boundary line, and a goal kick coming here. If you'd like to get all the latest news updates on FC Boulder, follow them on Twitter at FCBoulder_UPSL, or you can visit their website at fcboulder.com/UPSL. And another substitute for FC Boulder. And in comes Connor Carey. Carey will come in for Ben Parsons. So Carey is on, and that's the end of the first half of overtime. We've got another 15 minutes to come here. Two sides. This will be a quick switch. So, quick break, and we're back for the second half of overtime here. 1 goal apiece for the Colorado Conference Championship of the UPSL on Stream It Sports.
Yeah, I got stuff here. Are you thirsty?
Another 15 minutes go up on the board here, so to speak. You see 5, it means 105 minutes of soccer for you. And nothing decided yet. We get another 15 minutes of action. At the end, if we are still tied, this championship will go to penalty kicks. I'd love to see it decided here, one way or the other, certainly. Penalty kicks are very exciting, but again, you hate to see that happen, because that's a whole different game for you. They switch ends. FC Boulder going right to left in front of us. The rush in the home Blues here at their home stadium. This one is headed back to Shaler Thomas, and he'll send it forward. Five substitutes for FC Boulder. They have gone deep into their bench, trying to keep fresh legs out there, and again, they are playing down a man. Alex Dickerson given the red card. Seems like eons ago in the 76th minute, or excuse me, in the 73rd minute. The Rush have stayed with their original 11 out there. Guido to the left foot. He tries to get it to White. White into the box. Andrew will get it back. Drive to the corner and the cross. Bounding ball. And Ryan Wilson trying to push his, or was that Mejia? Mejia with the goal in the first minute. I don't think either team wants to get to a penalty kick. That just turns into a whole different situation. I'm sure everyone out there in the field has taken a penalty kick at one time or another, whether it be youth soccer and working their way through the development league. But again, it's different. Amazing, this is the first time I've actually seen somebody cramp up. Guys are in pretty good shape. Icolari is going to step off the field here, and we may get our first substitute here. Icolari still walking, I see. No, Joe Webb kind of looked down the bench, but I think the penny's going on the other side again. So, in the meantime, FC Boulder tripped up by Williscroft and going to get a yellow card. Third yellow card against the Colorado Rush. This is Williscroft. 5 yellow cards against FC Boulder and a red card that sent Alex Dickerson off again in the 73rd minute. Seems like eons ago. We're 108 minutes into this one. We'll play to 120. There'll be a little extra time. Drive to the far post. Bounding ball, and this one is headed off of the flag. And it will be a corner opportunity here for FC Boulder. Nope, throw-in opportunity. Throw in. Ended up hitting the flag to the far post, and the throw-in, a header one time. Wilson puts it up in the air. The punch by Thomas. He just pushed his way through the wave of players, and this will be sent to the side. Throw-in opportunity for FC Boulder. I think I was saying it in about the 85th minute. Each touch means so much. Think about it now in the 109th minute. FC Boulder has been aggressive into their offensive third. And again, off very aggressive defensively. Chip to the top of the box and back out of play. Back out of harm's way for the moment. One-timer, didn't make it through. Nice job defensively for the Rush. Now they'll try to counter. Nifty move there, but then nobody grabbed it. Nobody able to play through that one, and it's kind of a tweener. 110 minutes into the match. Coswell trying to disrupt a little bit. Be a little more aggressive defensively. This one chipped over the top and headed to the side. A throw in coming for FC Boulder. In the season, FC Boulder 9 wins, 4 losses, 2 draws. Colorado Rush 8 wins, 2 losses, 5 draws. And by goal differential, Colorado Rush finished top of the table. That's why they're hosting this one. Guido tries to pull it down and control it. Instead, FC Boulder has it. Hufstadter, who started up front as a striker, instead has gone all the way back, and Shaler, quick throw ahead on the rush with Martinez sending it back to Colin Clark. Clark all the way across to Willis Croft. Willis Croft will give it back. Ikalari chips over the top. And Wilson again in the middle defensively, very solid. Clark has it. FC Boulder, another opportunity. Chipped ahead. Bounding ball. And a penalty called. Wow, that could have been a match right there. How about this? Watch. He's able to get by. Oh, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't know. It certainly wasn't offside. Geist making his way through, but the official may have thought that he tripped up the defender there, but I don't know if he did. Tough break. I hear the murmur in the crowd from the Boulder fans. Loud and loyal are the FC Boulder fans. They have been very loud here, traveling well. Good to see. A spirited match in front of us, and the fans loud on both sides. .114th minute. Bounding ball to the far side. Oh, an opportunity for the Rush here. Back to the top of the box. Here's Croft. Send it across here. Martinez sends it in. And headed down defensively. Chip to the top of the box. One time, never made it through. Martinez is there to gather it in. The pressure. Coswell sends it back over the other side, but it's in the air. That's tough to handle, but Andrew White is on it. Chipped over the top by Clark. Too much on it. .115 minutes into the match. We'll see how much extra time there may be. Only 5 minutes right now in overtime. We may get to penalty kicks here. Meantime, TJ Conran, 5 saves here. Fantastic saves at that. Goal kick. Clark here on the near side now. Gonna try to send one through. Off stunner. Martinez gonna give it back to Clark, who's gonna reset here. Now Martinez. Sent up top. Clark again. Chip to the corner. Bounding ball across. Did he get over the boundary line? A corner opportunity. How about that? Nice work by the rush there, and credit the veteran and Colin Clark setting that up. He wanted Martinez to make that run down the right side. Just needed to get the right shape, essentially, so he could get it over the top, and it worked. Only 6 total corner opportunities for either team. First one in overtime for the Rush. There've been 2 total. For the Rush, they didn't get a corner opportunity until the second half here. And he is kind of hanging out there. Here we go. To the far post, and it goes by everybody. Pretty good shot curling in there, but again, it's a lot of tired legs out there. 117 minutes into the match. All it takes is one here in the next 2.5 minutes. And that will be the match. Or we could go to penalty kicks. We'll see. TJ Conran, the keeper for FC Boulder, lining it up like it's a kickoff here. Really taking his time. Rush trying to work their way back. Clark, quick roll across. And stolen away as it's chipped over the top. Icolari now sends to the middle. Not for long. FC Boulder has it. Throw in for the Rush on the far side. Nifty footwork over there for both teams, but well, and a yellow card coming here. For Hofstadter. I'm losing track. 6 yellows against FC Boulder, 3 against the Colorado Rush, and 1 red card on Alex Dickerson. So FC Boulder is playing a man down. 119 minutes. We're almost 2 hours into the match now. Colin Clark finding a little space here. Ahead it comes. Williscroft. To the side it comes. Icolari. One time and a one hopper, and Conran will scoop it. Saw it the whole way. Took it right into the midsection. Overtime here. Seconds potentially remain. We'll see how much extra time there is in this overtime here for the Rush. Maybe one more opportunity. We're into extra time now in overtime. Sent here to Martinez. Clark has it now. Guido. Back to Clark. And a free kick opportunity here. The hand goes up. It's another yellow. And that is Geis. What did I say? 6, now it's 7. 7 yellows. A total of 10 yellows have been handed out here. And we did find out these do not accumulate. In the game, yes, you get 2 yellows, it's a red, and you're out. But for the league play, it does not. And it will not carry over into California when they go, whoever it may be, to play the UPSL tournament. So Colin Clark to take the free kick opportunity. Here we go. Chips it in. Conran will snatch it out of the air. Into our 2nd minute. And that will do it. We have played overtime all the way through, and we will go to penalty kicks to decide the Colorado Conference Championship of the UPSL. Break here, and we return. And penalty kick time. Woo. Here we go after this on Stream It Sports. Well, the two teams standing at the midfield stripe here. And the two keepers, Thomas Shaler and TJ Conran, will head down to the goal in the north. And we'll get ready for penalty kicks. Let's take a look at the highlights. This is how we got here. The goals. And here in the second half, the little back heel move there by Colt Lamb at the 55th minute. And that was the equalizer for FC Boulder. This little pull down from behind is why Alex Dickerson was sent off. Icolari was going to have an open opportunity to send that in. And the opportunity here, Icolari, and a fantastic save. TJ Conran has been very good. And would like to summon some of that again. 5 penalty kicks for each team is how this will work out. This will be Andrew Mejia to take it for the Rush. Right footer. Here we go. The drive, and we'll put it through on the left side. Conran a little late. Took a step off the line and then dove to his right, but Mejia puts it through. And it's 1-0 penalty kicks wise. This will be the first opportunity for FC Boulder now. Kevin Schulte will take it. Another righty. Shaler Thomas, the keeper. guessed wrong. Schulte puts it top of the net on the left side, and it's 1-1. You watch here, Taylor Thomas got a pretty good step off his line, but was already leaning to his left. I don't know if Schulte saw it or not. Williscroft get his opportunity here. Daniel Williscroft ready to drop it in on the spot. Played a little time for Bolton. The Bolton Wanderers. He gets ready to go. Quickly steps up and it's off the post. And we stay at 1-1. A furious drive. And again, it was TJ Conran who guessed right, but there was no way he was getting to that one. But the post saved him. So here comes Justin Barco. To try to give them the lead. Taylor Thomas is going to have to make a save here potentially. Here we go, long run. And goes right and scores. Thomas went left. 2-1. Quick lineup. Guido, I believe. Almost saved. Conran got a piece of it, but it goes through. Critical. Had to make that one. And how about that? Conran made the right decision, too. Just not quite firm enough. This will be Guerrero. Oh, and Thomas got a piece of it, but could not get enough. Guerrero scores, and it's 3-2 now. How about this? He guessed right, but started to go low. Got his fingertips on it, deflected it to the top of the net. Pressure mounts on the rush because you can't miss now. And you got to hope that Taylor Thomas makes a save or FC Boulder makes a bad move. Drive by Hartman and calmly and coolly puts it in the left side. Take a look at this. Wasn't chipping it over the top, but was very deliberate. That one almost into the side of the net. Hofstadter will take the PK here. He is the fourth player for FC Boulder to go here. Hofstadter drives it to the right side. Thomas came way off his line quickly and was trying to cut it down. Didn't want him to go left. Colin Clark will take the fifth shot here. Has to make this one. If he does not make this one, FC Boulder will win the Ed Ide Trophy. Lefty here, TJ Conran, has had help from the post one time. Drives it hard. and puts it into the side of the netting on the right side. So it comes down to this. Boy, with confidence, Colin Clark puts it away. The penalty kick, Soren Fulcombe. Make it, and they go. The drive, and the save made! Shaler Thomas with a giant save. And we go to our next shooter. Look at this. He had been alternating either side. J.D. Martinez now. Drives it home. Skidded it along the ground. Conran had guessed right, but was guessing it was going to go a little higher and could not get down to the turf. And now the tables turn, because for FC Boulder, they have to make this. This will be Jack Huddle. Huddle has to make this one to keep it going. Oh, the save made, and that's it. The Colorado Rush. 2 hours of soccer, and it came down to a few more minutes after that. And 2 giant saves from Shaler Thomas in the penalty kicks. And the Rush are going to Cali. And will be accepting the Ed Ide Trophy for the Colorado Conference Championship of the UPSL. Well, it looked pretty dim for the Colorado Rush. A miss as the ball went off the post. TJ Conran has been fantastic between the posts for FC Boulder. Guessed right, but was not going to get to it, but it hit the post. But then Shaler Thomas on the 5th shooter for FC Boulder made the save, forced it to a 6th shooter, and made another save. Back-to-back saves. Shaler Thomas, how about that? Only had to make really one save today. One got by him in the 55th minute. Colt Lamb. Joe Webb going to address the crowd here.
Trophy presentation. If you want to hang out for a few minutes, we will have an awards presentation.
A fantastic match here. We got a little overtime out of it. As they set this up again, penalty kicks. However you feel about it, these two teams probably could have played another hour or so before they started dropping like flies. FC Boulder subbed in 4 players in the second half, 1 in overtime. And the Colorado Rush stayed with their original 11. I know that Ryan Fitzpatrick was over there. They could have subbed in, but may not have been healthy. We saw him warming up a bit, but
Just hang tight. He made it for us.
these two teams broke away from, well, rec league play, essentially, to form what has become the Colorado Conference of the UPSL. Don Harmon and Joe Webb. And this is what has become of it. A fantastic show of soccer. Break here. Trophy presentation is next on Stream It Sports.
the support. It's been a really awesome first season of UPSL here in Colorado. And I'm going to hand off the microphone right now to Don Hartman. He is the Colorado UPSL manager. So here you go, Don.
Just wanted to thank everybody for coming out. I wanted to thank all the managers of all the teams this year. We did a lot in 8 months, so congratulations to Colorado Rush. They've been great all year. It's a great squad. This is Ramona Hyde. Ramona Hyde's here to present the trophy to Colorado Rush for the Colorado Pro Premier UPSL champions. Her husband Ed served as the CSSA Association president at one point, and he also was the general manager, and then he also was the general manager and owner of the Colorado Comets. Ramona, do you have anything to say?
I would like to congratulate both teams, the officials, and the head office of the Colorado division of UPSL. You guys put on an incredible performance tonight, an incredible product. You put the nation on notice that all soccer roads come through Colorado. Congratulations. Ed I would never miss a good soccer game. And tonight, he had the best seat in the house. And he saw the moves the refs didn't see. Congratulations. It is my pleasure and my honor to present the Ed I Cup to the Colorado Rush champions.
Nick Hartman standing there in the middle, the captain on the field, captain for the team, certainly, with Joe Webb. Comments by Don Hartman and, of course, Ramona Hyde, and the Ed Hyde Cup. The very first one will go to the Colorado Rush here. See medals that will be handed out to each of the players, but the real hardware, of course, is the cup. Winning team receives $4,000 and will be headed to California to play in the UPSL tournament. It will begin here in the next few weeks. Make sure you check out coloradorush.com for all the details here. So the hardware to the Rush. It's been our honor to broadcast the first championship in the Pro Development League here. Congratulations to FC Boulder, a well-played match. It came down to penalty kicks, and the Colorado Rush win the penalty kick 5-4 and win the Colorado Conference UPSL Championship. The players being named off. We'll say goodbye from Shea Stadium here. The Colorado Rush headed out to California to continue on in the UPSL in 2017. Goodbye for now from Highlands Ranch here from Stream It Sports.